Okay, we're at coming up at on 9 a.m. on day one. We've got what looks to be a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining. Just looks beautiful out there. Except for the fact that it's 39 degrees, so it's actually warming up. It's pretty warm in here. Of course, there's that temperature gradient. It's warmer at the ceiling than it is down at the floor, but I have had the space heater running on high a little bit this morning, but now I'm picking up some solar heating from the sun. So I've taken the window insulated cover off of the window, and I'm letting the sun come in, and that's going to help warm the interior. And I have turned the space heater down to low, and I may even be able to just turn it off here pretty soon. As a matter of fact, I might just go ahead and do that right now. Probably can't see anything at all when I go back there because it's dark. I have all the other lights off. All right, so that's where we're at, but you can see that the YouTube is definitely pushing the whole winter storm narrative on us. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's the mid-morning update. Sure does look pretty out there. Okay, we're at 43 degrees here. And gonna step outside and take the trash out. Gotta do that now and again. So here's my little bag of trash. Whew, a little chillier than yesterday. Yesterday it was in the 70s. That door closed right away, and we'll go and dump the trash. Looks like they emptied the trash yesterday, although it's already getting full. But yeah, I'm gonna head over to the restrooms here. It's always better to go ahead and use the restrooms in parks in order to keep your own onboard systems as empty as possible. So yeah, we'll use this while we're out walking around anyway. Definitely a chill in the air. So much colder than yesterday when it was in the mid 70s. It's only the low 40s today. Well, Joy is definitely in full sunlight. That's going to help quite a bit this morning. But as you can see, I have my insulated window coverings in, and I'm noticing condensation. That's always another concern when you get these kinds of temperatures, and it's getting way colder than it is today. So yeah, midday day one update. So interestingly, the thermometer here says that the temperature outside is 54.5 degrees. Look how warm it is in here, 87 degrees. That's the sun effect, you guys. When the sun is hitting the van, it heats it up. And I don't mind this heat, frankly, because it's, it's absorbing heat. The van's absorbing heat. So that means that heat will be required later than if it were, say, cloudy or something. But interestingly, also, I'm seeing that on my weather app for Lumberton, the current temperature is 41 degrees, and yet I'm seeing almost 55. I don't know whether it's sunlight reflecting off the the pavement and the surroundings and maybe warming things up a little bit more than the official air temperature. I don't know. I am seeing some people leave the park though, but it is Sunday and that kind of happens. So we'll just have to see who remains for the rest of the show, right? All right, talk to you later. Good morning, everyone. It's day 2 of the Texas Polar Vortex Winter Wonderland series. I don't know what it's going to be called. I've just gotten up and I'm in sweatpants now, and maybe you can also see my fuzzy warm slippers because the floor's starting to get a little bit cold. I think it's going to get colder. But I've got everything turned on, the computer's up and running, and the TV's going, and I still need to make coffee, but that'll come soon enough. But I thought I'd check in first and just note that presently, I can turn the light on here, the temperature outside is a balmy 31.4 degrees. Inside, it's 74 degrees, according to this thermometer. And I just wanted to also show you that I have another indoor-outdoor thermometer right over here. Can you read that one? It says 48.4 is the outdoor temperature, but the sensor for that is back in the garage. So that's still inside, but back in the garage. And also just to note that the temperature, the indoor temperature, is reading 74 from this thermostat as well. Now the 48 degrees is actually back in the garage, and you might be able to see that I have the partition door closed. I'll turn on the overhead light. That might make it easier to see it. There it goes. Yeah, I have the yeah, what a I didn't no coffee yet, so my mouth doesn't engage quite right yet. I have the partition door closed here to close off the garage, and that's where it's 48 degrees. So that's kind of scary. And then the last thing I will note is that, and you can probably hear the Elwell heater. Heat exchanger for the Elwell heater is right here. That's what's blowing the hot air out. And the Elwell thermostat says it's 58 degrees currently in the Enjoy, and the thermostat has been set to 62. So we're 4 to 5 to just yeah, it's waffling between 57, 58. We're between, you know, we're on the edge of 4 to 5 degrees off as far as Elwell is concerned. And the sensor for that little thing, I think I even have to get like a flashlight to show you, is that little black blob right there up against the wall. That's the actual temperature sensor. It's on the B-pillar of the cab's door frame, the driver's side door frame is where that is. Not a great place for it because, as you can see, it's not reading the temperature anywhere near correct. It thinks it's 58 degrees, apparently, by that B-pillar. Anyway, point being that it thinks it's 58 and it's set for 62, so there's about a 4 to 5 degree differential there, and so that's why the fan on the Elwell is blowing so hard. I think it's max speed. It might have one speed higher, but as far as Elwell is concerned, it's only maintaining or potentially even losing ground. It's not making it up to the 62 that it's set to, or that, you know, relatively speaking, it's not actually 62. But that does represent a temperature of about 74 degrees in here. So far, it's okay. Now today there's supposed to be sunshine in the morning, so we should warm up. And yesterday the sunshine did a great job of heating up the inside of the van. The van got nice and toasty warm during the day, and I had all the heaters off and everything was great. As a matter of fact, I even had some ventilation running while I was doing some cooking. So yeah, okay. Day 2, still dark outside. I'll let you see the sunshine when that happens. See you then. Hey everybody, mid-morning update on day 2 of the Texas thing going on. Much to my dismay, it seems that we've already lost the sunlight. Clouds have moved in, and this really wasn't supposed to happen until later today, more like between maybe 1 and 2 p.m. But right now it is 10:40 in the morning, so really disappointing loss of direct solar input to give me some additional heat. And so I've gone ahead and fired up the I paused in talking there because I figured I'm pointing the mic right at the turbo fan, and that's probably not doing too well to let me talk through it. Anyway, yeah, so the turbo fan space heater is running right now, just to kind of take any sort of an edge off. Also, I have put into my slider door glass window its insulated window cover, and at night I put the one in over here. The one next to the galley has been in for quite some time, actually. But yeah, that's kind of the story at this point in time. Right now I'm just sort of answering your questions and comments on the channel on YouTube, and we'll be working on more videos for you, and so I'll give you an update soon enough, probably another one before the end of the day. Mid-afternoon update on day 2 of our Texas winter blowout. I just finished making some yummy looking bone-in, skin-on chicken breasts in the air fryer, and well, it started to smoke a bit, so I had to turn on the max air fan for exhaust and open up my side vents a little bit so that the max air could actually work to suck some air out of here and get rid of the smoke before the smoke detector went off, which it didn't. I was surprised. But I did pull its batteries at some point, thinking if I don't soon, it's going to go off. I don't like that noise. It's so damn loud. Anyway, maybe air fryer cooking in the middle of a winter weather event in a van is not the greatest idea, but I really wanted to try these chicken thighs in the air fryer. So the cooking's done, the max air fan is off, and all of the vents are closed, and I've got the space heater running again now to try and rewarm the place. But it was getting a bit chill in here while I was doing that. Outside temperature right now is 42 degrees just about, and having run the space heater for a little bit, we're getting a little bit of warmth back in here. Actually managed to go off and take a shower too. That's my shower. That's my towel hanging there to dry. Okay, that's the update for this afternoon. Probably no further updates for today. We'll have to see what tomorrow brings. See you then. Well, good morning, my friends. It is Tuesday morning, and today is the main event. It should have started sometime overnight, before midnight, and should be proceeding through at least about half the day. And once it's over, the sky should clear, and the temperatures will drop even further at night. I don't know whether or not the skies will clear early enough to give me some solar input to the van, but we'll have to see. So I have not yet looked outside. I don't know what's awaiting us. I got up and I sort of went through the morning routine. As you can see, I'm dressed and I got the TV up and running. I haven't fired up the computer yet. I did bring the space heater up from out of the garage, which is in darkness back there. There's no lights on, but I do have the partition door shut to try to block that area off to give the heater a little less area to have to deal with. You can probably hear the fan, or maybe I've blocked that out during video editing, but the current temperature in here is 73-ish, and the outdoor temperature is around 30, and I don't know what that blinking snowflake is supposed to mean. Here's what I can say. I heard no pitter-patter of raindrops on the roof. And believe me, when it's raining in here, you know it. Especially after installing the Max Air fan, which I have some Reflectix up in to try and insulate it a little bit. So it's not dumping cold air in here. But yeah, so all right, so shall we open this window and peel back the insulating window covering and take a peek outside. I think it should be light enough out here. When my alarm went off, I said, forget it, I ain't getting up. I slept for an extra hour. So it is now 7:14, and we should have some daylight here to look at. So I'm going to drop the window shade there, and you can see the window covering there. Now let's see what's gone on outside. I'm hoping there's nothing there. I'm hoping this has just been a big nothing burger, and because like I say, I heard absolutely nothing pitter-pattering on the top of the van, so at least there probably shouldn't be any ice. But here we go. Oh man, no, you're kidding me. Look at that. This is the Houston area, you guys. There's been at least 2 inches of snow. And it looks like it must still be going on. I don't know if it's just coming in waves or what's the deal. But oh my gosh, look at that. Got one camper across the way there. Their truck is all covered. But it's that railing right here next to me that sort of tells the tale. There's a good couple of inches sitting up on that railing. It's kind of pretty, isn't it? I mean, it's snow. This is the first snow I've seen this winter. Not that I wanted to see any at all, but there it is. Okay. Well, that's your morning update, and that's what's going on right now. You're probably not going to be able to see it because there's some condensation down here, but there's the water spigot is right outside here, and it's dripping very heavily. That's why there's a big patch that's kind of open. There's water there from the water spigot. They just decided to drip it to keep it going. I heard a news report out of Houston that said, please don't drip your water to try and keep it unfrozen, because apparently the water pressure, excuse me, the water pressure in Houston is maintained by pumping. They don't have gravity-fed systems in Houston because it's too flat. And so the request was, please don't drip your faucets, because that would cause a precipitous pressure drop in the system, and if it gets below 20 psi, then apparently they have to issue a boil water notice. So I was kind of surprised when they came here and said, yeah, we're going to turn the faucet on a little bit, crack it open just a little bit, and let it sort of drizzle out in order to keep it from freezing. Whatever, I don't know. I'll give you an update through the day. We'll talk to you then. Have a good morning. Wherever you are, it's a few days after this event is over when I finally post this video, but hope you had a good time as you were going through this, whatever it was. Of course, most of the nation was just experiencing really cold temperatures. It's the Houston area that's, and the Gulf Coast states, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and over into the panhandle of Florida. We're the ones getting the weird, wacky, wild winter weather. All right, talk to you later. Okay, let's take a quick look outside for a mid-morning update on day 3 of the Texas winter weather extravaganza. It's now just passing 9:30 in the morning, and here's what we got going on outside. I'll try to get it close enough to the window so that you can peer through the droplets of water. And note that it's definitely still snowing. It was much heavier just a few moments ago when I looked out before I grabbed the camera. So I don't know, it looks to me like we're probably not going to stop this until around noon. You can see the water dripping pretty rapidly down there. They really turned it on. They didn't just drip it. They really put a strong drizzle on it. But yeah, long about noon this is supposed to quit, so we still got another 2.5 hours. Kind of pretty. You can see the people have been driving around out here, and this is a bit of a hill, so I don't see that anybody slid off the hill or anything. But you can definitely see by the tracks in the snow the kind of depth that we're looking at here. I don't know how long this is going to take to melt off. And tomorrow it's going to be, well, I don't know, once the sun comes up and whatnot, I think we're supposed to get above freezing. So I don't know if this will all melt off tomorrow or not, today and tomorrow. Because it's supposed to get above freezing today as well. And then the sun's supposed to come out later. As all of this clears away, and we'll just have to see what happens. Again, I depart on Thursday, which is day after tomorrow, and I'm just hoping that all of this is kind of cleared off by the time I go. So that's your mid-morning update on the Texas winter extravaganza, and we'll talk again soon. It's mid-afternoon on the third day of the Texas, thing that's going on, and this is the part with the snow. I'm seeing some peaks of sunshine, so I thought it's maybe about time that I actually open the door and go outside and see what's going on. We're actually above freezing at this point. According to the thermometer up here, it's 37. Whenever I turn that on, I don't know whether it's so bright it overwhelms the camera. I'm not sure. 37 degrees outside, and so let's open the door and see what's going on. Hopefully I won't get a ton of snow falling off the roof onto my head. Nope, that's not going to happen apparently. But look down there on the running board, that's all full of snow. I might just jump off and clean it up. See if I can do that without breaking my neck. Okay. All right. I did it. Here we are. Look at that. The sun is trying to make an appearance. Wow. Check that out. Yeah, that's not the way joy's supposed to look. That's just wrong. Anyway, before I just let all of the heat get out of here, I am going to use the closest thing I have to a shovel to, and I can hear the heater already kicking in going, wait, where'd all this cold come from? I'm going to try and brush this off. Seems like there is some ice underneath there or something. It might have kind of iced up a little bit overnight as this first started. But yeah, okay. I do have my key in my pocket, do I not? I do not. Where is it? There it is. Okay, key in my pocket. Oh, look at that icicle dripping down the door. Okay, that worked out well. Close the door. All right. I don't mind letting the Elwell heater run while I'm away for a few minutes, but the electric space heater is not going to be running. Let me just take a quick look and see how things look. Wow. Well, the road has kind of lost its snow cover. It was definitely covered this morning, though. People are out walking their dogs. It doesn't feel horrible right now, you guys, to be honest. But that said, I'm from Wisconsin, so it's not like this is unusual for me at this time of year. This is, you know, up in Wisconsin right now, I think they're looking at negative digits, like -10, -12 or something like that, I think, when they woke up this morning. Don't know what it is right now, I didn't check. A lot of footprints in the snow through here. What the hell is that? I don't know what the hell that was about. I suspect it may have been an off-leash dog that generated some commotion. Anyway, I think I was saying something about a lot of footprints in the snow over here, leading to and around the restrooms in the bathhouse. Tonight we are looking at 15, 16 degrees, I think, is the low. And I think that for Texas, that truly is unusual, especially this close to the Gulf. I'm sure they all find it mostly unusual that there would be this kind of snow and cold temperatures. To us from the Northland, well, this is kind of normal. this time of year. Oh, that's pretty. That's a nice little scene right there. Especially with the blue sky starting to filter in now, losing the clouds. We'll stop that snow from falling. Yeah, some interesting campers here too. Got a camper van. It's an interesting looking truck camper. Potentially from overseas. People car camping, maybe? Oh, that's pretty. It is a pretty scene. Hey. Just beautiful. Alright, so that was a quick once around the camping loop during Texas's great winter Wonderland event. Hope you enjoyed the walk. I'll give you an update again soon, and so we'll talk then. Well, good morning, you guys. It's day 4 of our Texas winter extravaganza series, and which will all make it into one video. Just got up, had a fairly nothing burger of a sleep last night. Just really wasn't getting any quality sleep at all. Not because I was cold, but just I don't know why. I just didn't really sleep well. No worries, I suppose the coffee will help, right? But let's see, where are we right now? I'll fire up the little thermometer here. If you can read that, it says that it's 20 out. I don't know if you can read that. If I just let the backlight not come on, then maybe you can read it better. It's 20 degrees out. The temperature inside here is down to about 69. We were much warmer than that yesterday. All of my weather apps are telling me that the temperature outside is actually around 18, so I don't know if that's just the margin of error for this thing or what, but it's not the 15, 16 degrees that we were maybe anticipating, so that helps a little bit. But the heater is running full speed and losing ground at this point. And it may still drop a degree or two before the sun is really able to come up and start warming the place again. I think it's still dark outside. We're not at a point where it could be light out just quite yet. I'll just show you the L-well control panel showing that the tank temperature, remember I said that this system heats a tank of antifreeze and then circulates that through a heat exchanger. So the tank temperature is running about 180, 86, 87. The heater temp and the heat exchanger temp, I don't know why there's a difference between, oh, the heater I think is the actual temperature that is heating the antifreeze itself going into the tank, and then the heat exchanger, which is now sitting at 169, is the thing down here that you hear blowing air out. That's that rectangular silver box here, and that's blowing out the warm air. The fuel pump is on, which means that we are currently in heating mode, keeping that tank warm. I don't know whether it's on full time or not. I really don't know. Don't know what kind of damage I'm doing to my gas tank. I don't think it's going to be that bad. I typically find that this L-well system kind of sips gasoline from the fuel tank. It doesn't gulp it, so that's a big help. Oh, and the I'll get a flashlight here so I can aim that over at the thermometer that shows what the temperature is out in the garage, which I think you can maybe read. Maybe I should just not do that. As 41 degrees. So that means that the temperature behind the partition door there is like 41 degrees. So I think that the those cargo doors are not insulated to any great extent. And of course there's two big windows in the back there, which quite frankly could have been deleted or not even come with them, because we can't really see out the back anyway while we're driving, and it's not much of a view for me anyway. The side windows are a different matter, and I do have insulated window covers in all of the side windows, and all of the cab windows except for the one window where my cellular antenna is kind of hanging in the window there. And I'm getting good internet here, even though it's all insulated up except for that one window. So that's the scoop on the final morning of this winter weather extravaganza. The temperature today should get into the 40s, I think, low 40s maybe, and I think maybe even up to 50 tomorrow, which is the day that I leave this park. Would have been nice to be able to stay here a little bit longer while the temperature was nice, because I really have enjoyed this park. It's a really nice park. But okay, I haven't had coffee yet, so and I'm running on little sleep, so I'm gonna get off this thing and make some coffee, and I'll give you a mid-morning update as that comes around. All right, see you then. So it's about 9 a.m. on the fourth day of the Texas winter extravaganza. And as you can see, it's a cloudless, sunny day. And the temperature has come up inside the van such that we are now exceeding the set point temperature for the L-well system. And at that point then, it's time for me to just tap the little heat icon to turn it off. And that will keep me from consuming any more gasoline to heat up that tank of antifreeze. And I can go back to maybe just using the space heater here if I need to get any more heat. It's now 50 degrees back in the garage here. Turn on the light back here. And so I'm just going to open it up. That's actually going to introduce a bit of cold air into the cabin here a bit. So there's that. No big deal though. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the, sorry, my voice is cracking. I got Sorry. I'm going to put the space heater back in its normal place back there, and we'll just go with that. The thermometer for the garage area is that little white rectangle right there that just blinked red. And so, yeah, I guess that's where we're at. We're pretty much at the end of this whole extravaganza. We're supposed to get up to around 40 degrees today and potentially melt off a lot of this snow. The water down there is still dripping. They'll probably let that drip tonight as well because it's going to go down below freezing into the 20s somewhere, but maybe not as cold as it was last night, the one we just went through. And so, yeah, that's, I think, going to kind of be the end of this winter extravaganza. I will probably go ahead and check in with you one more time before the video comes to a close with my departure from this park, which is actually tomorrow sometime. Haven't really figured out when. And the only thing that I'm really concerned about in terms of leaving here is somebody told me yesterday I was online playing with gaming with friends, and someone told me about how people in the Houston area are just really annoyed at all of the rock dings and cracks in their windshields that they're getting because of apparently the sanding, or that they're doing to the roads to help with ice. And I'm like, no, did you know that I just had my windshield replaced? I'm working on that video today, by the way, which we'll probably post before this one, but only barely. But I'm like, no. So now I have that to worry about. I don't know what's all over the roads. So, and they don't, I think maybe up north, one of the things about getting a lot of snow, we don't really sand up north. It's usually salt or brine solution that's placed on the roads. And I think brine is really catching on all over the place. I think I heard also that in the Houston area they were brining the roads as well. So it's not like that technology doesn't exist even this far south. But if they are still using up any supplies of sand that they have, and there's some rocks and whatnot mixed in with that, and trucks and cars are throwing that at each other out on the roads and the highways and the interstates. No, I don't need that. Having just had the windshield replaced, I don't want to get another rock ding straight out of the gate with this new one, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right. So that's it for today. I think we're coming through this okay, and I didn't even really chill out too horribly. So warmer temperatures are on the way by this weekend is kind of what I'm hearing. So anyway, hope you're having a great day and you're staying warm. I know everywhere north of where we are, where I am, has been just so blasted cold, but even that is moving off. And so I think everybody's starting to feel a little bit of relief, and that's a good thing. So anyway, have a great day. Talk to you later. Hi, everybody. Tom here. It's day 5, bonus day of our Texas winter Wonderland extravaganza thing. But today is actually the day that I will be leaving Village Creek State Park near Lumberton, Texas, and heading to another state park here in Texas. So I'm looking forward to staying there as well. Here has been a great park. Kudos to the Texas State Park folks who run and maintain these parks, this has been a lovely little park to stay in and to ride out the storm. It's not a particularly large state park by Texas standards. Many of them are much larger than this one. But this one has a quaint charm that was just really delightful to stay in for a while. I only wish that it could have been for or through better weather. It is what it is. I am still in normal living mode, but I need to get things all packed up and prepared to drive. And so I'm going to get on that. And in the blink of an eye, and we're done. Okay, so computer's put away and shut down. My quilt that serves as a privacy partition and also does keep cold out of the cab has been neatly folded and put away, and the window coverings are all off, and everything's pretty much ready to go here. Final checks time. We'll turn off the lights, and then I need to make sure that all of these latches are latched. Those are good. The vanity shelf is down. No worries about anything here in the garage. Here we'll latch these two galley cabinet doors. The galley is secure. Latch the cabinet here. Refrigerator door is definitely shut. I'm going to need my phone up in the cab, so we'll get that kind of there and ready to go. I think we're ready to go, you guys. It's been just such a great stay here. I just really have enjoyed this park quite a bit. So we'll get out and take one last look around. Wipe off the lens in case there's any dust there. New windshield, got a little bit dirty from the snow. And but look at what a nice campsite too. Picnic table and a nice area that you could maybe pitch a tent in or have a gathering in back here. So nice. All right, let's get on our way to the next Texas State Park, which will be Lake Livingston State Park. So looking forward to a stay there for a while. Let's go. So my closing thoughts about this winter weather extravaganza series is that, you know, I understand that for the folks here in southeast Texas and all along the Gulf Coast, really, all the way over to Florida, all the places that I had been visiting actually over the last 6 weeks or so were affected by this unusual winter storm. And I know it was pretty freaky and highly unusual for everybody here, maybe something they'd never ever seen in their entire life. But for me, having come from Wisconsin, just felt like any other Tuesday to me. Have a great day. We'll see you in the next video.